there, I'm Andy and welcome to my channel about crypto. In today's video I want to talk about one particular project, and that's Nomad Exiles. I think it's a really interesting project. I found out about it recently. The token is launching very soon, so I think it's really worth checking it out. And there was actually an AMA happening today, so I found out a bit more about the project. And yeah, all of this prompted me to make this video. As always, if you like this channel and if you find the content helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and please also do check out the community section. So here we have the website of Nomad Exiles, and there are quite a few things that make me really bullish on this particular project. Well, first of all, it's based on an existing game which already has over 1 million installations around the world. So it's not something created completely from scratch, something that's unproven, untested. There's already something behind it, something that works really well. So that's, I think, a really good start. You can also watch this video here, and I'll just quickly play it. So as you can see, it looks pretty cool. And what I think is really important is something that the team really highlighted in the AMA today. And it's the fact that the team has a lot of experience in making video games. And their main focus in this game, and the thing that should set it apart from other games in the industry, is essentially playability. So they want to make sure that this game is as fun and as engaging and, well, as addictive as possible. It's as enjoyable as possible. Because I think it's fair to say that at the moment, there are a lot of projects coming out which basically are just jumping on this bandwagon of crypto gaming or metaverse and stuff like that. Basically, a lot of games, well, just purely because there are blockchain games and there is a token attached to it, they expect that it will be enough for the project to be successful. But a lot of them, well, they're not particularly attractive or not that much fun to play. And of course, well, they're unlikely to perform well. They may have a bit of a pump from the investment point of view because well, the market will eventually pick up and probably everything in the gaming and metaverse space will be doing reasonably well. But at the end of the day, I don't think there will, a lot of the project, I don't think they have much future. But of course, if something is really fun and really playable, then, well, that's a huge bonus. That's a huge benefit. Essentially, that's what will keep drawing people in and keeping people in the game, and therefore make the whole project more valuable. So I think that's really important. The fact that the team has plenty of experience in making video games, and the fact that they are clear that this is the priority, fun, rather than just simply making a blockchain game for the sake of it. So as you can see, there are quite a few elements there. It's an RPG game in this sort of desert setting. So of course there will be NFT heroes. There will be, if I scroll down, there will be pet mechanics similar to what we have in Axie. Of course there will be a token and so on. So pretty much all the key elements you would expect. So let's have a look at the roadmap. We're basically at the stage here where we are just at the time of the private round and public round, or just before, and DEX listing. So in fact, this project is going to be launched on, I believe, 11 different launchpads. 2 launchpads I'm looking at and 2 launchpads I'm planning to use to invest in it is Kommunitas and Seedify. Seedify, well, because I've been holding S-Fund token for a while and I do participate in a lot of their IGO. Kommunitas, if you haven't checked it out yet, please do check out one of my previous videos. I will put a link at the end of this video. Especially if you're new to IGOs, this is absolutely brilliant platform because it's a tierless launchpad. So like with Seedify at the moment, to have a guaranteed allocation, you have to invest close to $5,000 in the S-Fund token to be able to invest around $20 in the actual IGO. With Kommunitas, all you need to do is buy about 50 cents worth of their token to have guaranteed allocation. Of course, you need more, and then the allocation is proportional. So essentially, the more of the token you hold, the bigger allocation you will get. So of course, it still makes sense to hold a lot of KOM token in order to be able to get a decent investment into an IGO, but at least it's much easier for people to participate. And yeah, if you are new to IGOs, this is a great way of getting into it and starting and, well, essentially getting yourself familiar with IGOs. So back to Nomad Exiles. So yeah, basically they will be launching on those launchpads in the next few days. So on the Kommunitas, it's exactly a week from now, on the 21st of March, so next Monday. On Seedify, it's happening a couple of days earlier. So that's a private sale, and then that's the public one, so in 2 and 3 days respectively. So all the launches are staggered over the next few days. And then, of course, the token will be listed on decentralized exchanges. What will happen in Q2, and bear in mind that we are almost in Q2 because that starts in April, we will have centralized exchange listing. So of course, that's when the token is likely to go up in value because it becomes much more accessible to people. Marketplace will open, and there will be Heroes NFT sale in our marketplace. So all those heroes, all the characters, as you could expect really in a game like this, they will be available as NFTs. So core gameplay will be released, and essentially there will be a lot happening in Q2. So there is no long wait for the game to be released or for the features and tokens and so on to be released. It's actually at quite advanced stage already. And then in Q3, NFTs will be integrated into the game, Pride token will be integrated, and so on, so on. So basically we have the game already, and then the blockchain elements such as NFTs and token will be integrated a little bit later. So yeah, I think the roadmap looks really good. I like the fact that it's an existing product, existing game, and yeah, essentially there are features going to be added to it, and there will be stuff happening very soon. So yeah, I think this is really good. And also initial market cap is going to be very small, only 370,000. Bear in mind that a lot of games, when they are launching, their initial market cap is often measured in millions. And of course, the lower the market cap, the higher the potential for growth. So I think that's also a really bullish sign. Of course, some solid partnerships. The team is fully doxed, which always helps. They have some advisors here and so on. So yeah, overall, I think a lot of really strong elements here, a lot of reasons why this project should be really successful. So I'm planning to participate in the IGO on Kommunitas and on Seedify Fund. And also what makes me quite bullish on this project is the timing, because yes, we are currently in a bear market. There's no other way of saying it, or at least a bearish phase of the market. However, if we look at Bitcoin's chart, and of course Bitcoin then leads the way of everything that's happening in crypto. So Bitcoin bull market support band, so 20-week SMA, is going down quite rapidly. And in fact, if it stays on this trajectory, it should dip to around 46K level or below, somewhere by the end of March or very early April, so essentially within the next 2 weeks. Now, 46, 45K level, that's where we had those peaks. And of course, as soon as we can actually break above bull market support band and actually stay above it, that will be very strong signal for the market overall that the bull market resumes. I think everyone is really tired of this phase here where we are sort of going neither up nor down for, well, quite a while now. We've been range bound in this sort of 37 to 45K territory. And there isn't really that much going on. Yes, we have those occasional peaks and dips, but as you can see, there isn't really that much going on. So of course, two things can happen. We can either have a major capitulation, and with a very uncertain situation in the world right now, this cannot be excluded. But something like this is not necessarily bad news, because although short term, of course, it will be a massive and brutal dip. That's exactly what happened here at the beginning of the pandemic. And as you could see, the recovery was pretty swift. And this event essentially fueled this massive bull run. So short term, it's gonna suck, but longer term, it's actually going to be very bullish event. But then second really important thing is the fact that, well, we may actually break above and stay above bull market support band, in which case, well, last time when it happened, that was in August last year, and then we had this bit of a run up, slight dip, and then a massive run up in the autumn. So whatever is going to happen is likely to happen within the next 2-3 weeks, most likely. So I think that's why the timing of this token release is potentially really good, because, well, I'm remaining very optimistic. I'm hoping that we will break above this bull market support band. Essentially, I expect this pattern will continue, will be sort of going up and down, and we will break above because the bull market support band will continue going down, so it will be easier to break above it and hopefully stay above it. Because the higher we go above it, the easier it will be for the market then to treat it as a confirmation of a bull run, and hopefully things will start going up. So that's why I think that it's potentially a really, really good time to invest, because hopefully all those IGOs towards the end of March will be not quite nicely aligning with, I'm hoping, the beginning of a bull run, or at least some sort of a recovery. Of course, this is just speculation. And if we also look at Bitcoin bull market support, but well, 21-week EMA, that's actually substantially lower than 20-week SMA. So that's currently around 43,000, 43 and a bit, 43, 44. So again, another push up like we had here, like this one we had here, and we can be well within that band. And then if we can stay within it, well, it's not unreasonable to expect that we'll have quite a substantial move up. And also it's worth saying that, yes, March has been pretty rough so far, but historically, whenever we had red March, in most cases, we then have really strong recovery in April, something in solid double digits. So it's certainly not unreasonable to expect that Bitcoin may hit 50K level or above in April. So that's what I'm hoping for. Of course, it's just pure speculation, but there are reasons to speculate that this may happen. So yeah, that's yet another reason why I'm bullish on this project and any other project launching in this time frame, because I think it potentially can do really, really well because of the timing as well. So yeah, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, please pop them in the comment section, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.